What's a company secret you can share now because you don't work there anymore? I worked for a poker site. We had staff members who were experienced poker players playing cash games to win money from our players. Yes, they could also see what the other players had and what cards were coming on flop, turn, and river. I worked in security, so knew all about this, but was basically told I'd get sacked and get a heavy beating if it ever got out. Those employees at Claire's that pierce your ears? They can literally just be 15-16-year-old kids with no work experience, literally on their first day at their very first job, told to go out and start piercing ears. Just pretend you've done this before. I was one of those kids. In the early 2000s, the big animation studios in the USA all colluded to informally stop hiring anyone currently working in the other studios within the agreement. This had a huge impact on wage growth for animation artists who couldn't move within the industry. 10 years later, a class action lawsuit had them all sued and settling for well over $150 million to the workers who experienced this sort of wage theft. Yes, House of Mouse, Shrek, all the big names were doing it. The tech industry had a similar thing. Both suits alleged that Steve Jobs was pretty much the originator of the idea. I'm convinced they still do it. They've just gotten better at it. I worked at a casino that had the vault separated from the parking lot by an uninsulated, non-load-bearing empty wall with sheetrock on one side and a stucco surface on the outside. On any given day, the vault contained several million in small bills, but I've seen that room with a mid-8-figure sum after a big weekend. They've changed the layout now, but for a while there, the only protections that room had were cameras and obscurity. I used to work for a medical software company. One of the divisions, not mine, was using live patient data as their test data. They did nothing to anonymize it. They also did not have any of their test systems encrypted. Their office was broken into and most of the computers stolen, along with all the unencrypted patient data. The company didn't want to deal with the HIPAA violation fines, so they lied about what was stolen on the police report and lied about the data they were using. I used to work at a rock radio station. If they were giving away a nice prize to the 10th caller and wanted that winner on the air, we would pick the first caller that was super excited, even if it was before or after the 10th caller. If it was a smaller prize where we didn't want to put the winner on the air, we would pick the actual 10th caller. Customers pay a premium because the iron used for a company I worked for was made in America. It is made in America after they peel off the Made in India sticker. Worked in a manufacturing plant where we get shipments of pre-made products from China. They came in plastic wrapping but without any product info on it. My job? To add our product info on the packaging, which included Made in America.